what is your assessment on where the Pittsburgh Steelers are right now? Talk to me.
So, I mean, like, start 4-1 is way better than I anticipated, even though, like, I would have imagined we would be able to beat the Seahawks, but,
Same.
but we started to look better. The game against the Browns, we looked really good. The game against the Vikings, we looked really solid, but man, the defense is just not cutting it. Like, and I don't understand because they're getting paid. Or we have like what is it, the most expensive defense,
It's the highest paid defense in the NFL, brother.
uh, highest paid and highest rated defense in the
Hmm.
NFL, and we're letting up too many points. Offense, no real concerns, no real problems. They're doing good enough,
Yeah.
but the defense, man, they're just like I saw on Big Ben's podcast. He was talking about um how the Steelers used to win games when he would play is by coaches' adjustments at halftime.
Hmm.
And they had great analysts and coaches who were able to make the right adjustments at halftime, and that's when they won games after halftime. And he's saying, like, I don't see that now. I don't know if they're even making adjustments. I can't tell because whatever they're doing, it's not working. And I fully agree with that because, it's we're not like Jamar Chase. How does Jamar Chase have 16 receptions, of which he's wide open for like 10 of them?
And Flacco was the statue back there.
Right, and that too. He had so much time to pass the ball, and I mean, like credit to him. I mean, being pretty much same age as Aaron Rodgers and being able to do what he did. But any quarterback who's experienced enough can pass a ball to wide open receivers all night long.
Right. I agree with you, man. I mean, Flacco's played us enough to the point where he probably can pick us apart. But at the end of the day, like, I mean, I watched Jalen Ramsey and Joey Porter Jr. get burned. Like, come on. Like, I know Jalen's older, but like, come on, dude. Like, Jalen is he's supposed to be like him, bro. You know what I mean? Like, Jalen's a great player. I just I hate to see Cam Hayward, T.J. Watt, Jalen Ramsey, you know, Joey Porter Jr., Cole Holcomb, Alex Highsmith, Nick Herbig. Like, I hate to see all these guys just not performing to their potential. And I don't know if it's a scheme thing or I don't know what it is, but like every single time Josh Jacobs caught the ball, there's like at least 5 to 10 yards just open right there where they were just run.
Or
And then
or
the
Tucker
tackling,
Craft too.
or Tucker Craft, yeah, and the tackling was not good. I'm like what is happening in Pittsburgh? I never thought we'd be talking about a Steelers defense not being good. You know what I mean?
Right. Last year was the offense. Now the defense is even better, and they're crap in the bed.
I know. Like we spent the most money on defense. I remember Colin Coward came out and talked about it. He's like they spent the most money on defense this offseason. Here's what I hate, okay? And it's the God honest truth, as much as I hate to put the Chiefs in there, all right? The Chiefs don't really have like a oh my God, their defense is so scary, right? They don't really have that there. Eagles, Cooper DeJean, Blankenship, they don't really have that though. They win Super Bowls. The Patriots, obviously, they built like the dynasty with Belichick, and they had Donta Hightower, prime Stephon Gilmore, Malcolm Butler, but it wasn't like they were built off of defense. Like these were teams that built their offenses and succeeded and won Super Bowls, man. And we have not adapted to the modern game, I don't think. I'm afraid that we have not adapted to modern day NFL.
It's poor coaching. It really is. And I mean, like, if Mike Tomlin could just stop being so stubborn and proud, and if
Hmm.
he like modernized a little bit, I think if he modernized, he would like reset how he is because I mean, like every coach has their time frame, but if he modernized, that like time frame would reset because of
Yeah.
the atmosphere that he builds.
Yeah, bro. Like, all right. Here's my thing on the Steelers because I know the odds of them getting rid of Tomlin are so slim to none. Like, I understand that. Every Steelers fan understands that. But here's my thing on Tomlin, okay? If Bill Belichick can leave New England and he won 6 Super Bowls there, if Andy Reid can leave the Eagles and he arguably turned it around. If Doug Peterson could leave the Eagles and he won a Super Bowl and they didn't win a Super Bowl for so long and they won it with a backup quarterback, if like I just look at all these coaching changes and I'm like maybe a fresh start is not the worst thing in the world and you're never going to know unless you try. I think what the Roonies are, I think the Roonies are very very afraid that we're going to completely poop the bed and they're like, "Oh my god, like the fans aren't going to be able to handle it, going 5-12 for a season." But at the end of the day, like maybe that's what we need. Maybe we need to go 5-12 so we can learn, have someone else come in and we can learn that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with you. I'm not against a reset, coaching staff wise.
I just think that, and I love Coach Tomlin, man. Like I think that he's been my childhood. I didn't really get to experience Cower. You know what I mean? Like I didn't really get to experience Coach Cower. Obviously, I'll always have some sort of love for Coach Tomlin, but like I can acknowledge when like it's time to possibly make a change. And here's my thing: is every coach kind of has their legacy, right? His is he's a player. They always say he's a player's coach, right? And he's good at the mic, handling the media, which I think Rodgers really liked when he was dealing with all this stuff in the offseason. And he's very much so like a discipline, blue collar, put your head down, go to work. Like he's got good qualities as a head coach, but I'm afraid that if he stays in Pittsburgh, it's also bad for him because they're going to look at it and go, the more and more he stays, they're going to look at it and go, "Oh, you're the guy who can't make it past the first round." Like that's going to become the narrative instead of the qualities that he actually has.
Yeah, no, I agree with that a lot.
And I like Coach Tomlin. Like I said, I don't think he's done. Oh, he's been terrible his whole time. But like at the end of the day, like a fresh start is needed, and we've seen it for a long time.
Yeah.
If he could, all right. So if Coach Tomlin hypothetically were to leave Pittsburgh, where could you see him coaching?
I think it would be somewhere like Tennessee or Miami or something like that. Somewhere where they're really struggling right now because I mean he'll drill what they need to be drilled into them, bring them back a bit. Like yeah, I could see him going somewhere. He won't go to a rival team. He
No,
won't
he's
go
not
to a
going.
big name team.
No, I agree.
Yeah, it'll be somewhere small like Tennessee or Miami or maybe even Chicago, something like that.
I think that would be perfect for him though, because I would love to see because they always say, Coach Tomlin never had a losing season. I want to see him take a team that's been struggling for a long time and not have a losing season with them. You know what I mean? Like I want to see him start somewhere fresh. I would love to see him in new attire. It'd be weird, but I would love to see it. I would love to see him not have a losing season with one of the teams you just mentioned. I think Tennessee would be a great landing spot for him if he were to hypothetically ever leave.
Yeah, I agree. Either Tennessee or the Jets.
I think so. Yeah. I would say more Tennessee because they already solidified their quarterback. I mean, it's Cam, obviously.
Yeah,
So, and
there
he's a
is that.
defensive, right? He's a defensive guy. So I think if you bring him in, they need someone where they can go like they can lift up the shoulders and go like, oh, we got Mike Tomlin, like we have a proven guy. That's what Tennessee needs right now. So I think Tennessee would be perfect for him. Not that this ever would happen, obviously, but if he were to leave Pittsburgh, I'd say Tennessee, the Jets, like you said, maybe Carolina, even though they're having an okay season. Maybe the Dolphins.
I
Um,
think realistically, if he leaves Pittsburgh, he'll retire.
you don't think he'd ever coach somewhere else?
Maybe, but initially he would retire. I don't think he would immediately start coaching somewhere else again. Just because he's been with us for so long, it would be weird for him, I think.
Do you think he's kind of like I don't want to say like stuck in his ways, but like very like like this is my routine. I'm in Pittsburgh. I don't want it any other way, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what the vibes I get from him at this
That's the
point in
vibes I
time.
get. Yeah, that's the vibes I get as well. I 100% agree with you, brother. All right. So you mentioned the Steelers have become too proud of history. Elaborate.
Yeah, so I mean, When did I say that?
This might have been before the season started, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I remember it being a little while ago. Yeah, so historically the Steelers have been pound the run game, just pound the defense out and play rock solid defense. Three and outs where the three and outs are the most likely option for the other team's offense. That's how we historically won games is the running game and hard defense. The occasional like we had AB every now and then we had Santonio Holmes. We had guys like that a lot where we could even then throw the deep ball, be a threat either way, but the main goal is run the defense out of their routine, and we had the offensive line to do that. Now we're kind of at a point where we don't, and we're building an offensive line, which is better. It's better than it was last year.
Right, yeah, it is.
Um, but in order to execute something like that, you have to be 100% on every single front of your game. At every position has to be 100%. And we're not. And even yet, I still think that that's the old-fashioned way of doing things. I haven't seen the Steelers modernize at all. Like we have just
Not
since
really, no.
every year Tomlin's had, we've done the same thing. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. Now it doesn't because everybody else is modernizing. And it's
Right.
really, really, really difficult to be that. Like, and I feel like Tomlin and the Rooneys and, however the organization is set up, I think they all kind of want to be that team that's that different thing, where we're going to keep doing things the old way because that's how it's worked for us before. And we want to be set apart, but it's not working. Like
That's the
I
thing
said,
about it, yeah.
have to
Yeah.
be 100% for something like that to work, and we're not.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing about it. And also, I mean, it's an offensive league now. You know what I mean? Like I said, the Chiefs don't have a really scary defense. The Eagles don't have an extremely scary defense. The Patriots didn't really have an extremely scary defense. I mean, obviously Belichick, great defensive mind. He had a decent defense, but like you look at dynasties versus what I think we're trying to do, which is sort of try to win now, and you just see the difference between it. And obviously, I like A Rod, and A Rod's been good this year, but A Rod's 41, gonna be 42 in like less than a month. Jalen Ramsey's older, Darius Slay's older, T.J. Watt's only getting older, Cam Hayward's gonna retire in like a couple years. You know what I mean? So when you look at it, it's like you have to build. That's why Terry Bradshaw was so pissed that we got rid of that we traded Kenny away. He was not happy about that because he's like, I'm used to my Steelers building, not winning for right now.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't think Kenny was the guy, but I feel that way about Fields.
Oh, you really like Fields?
I really liked Fields.
Did you really?
I did.